Picture this. A guy whose name is Sunshine comes back from the Green Beret. He's a Green Beret, comes back from the army, comes back home, already has purchased a building, and he comes back to the village but has to deal with the grim realities of poverty, hopelessness, situation that is still with us today. And that time when he came back from the army was in the 1940s. This is now being put on stage in a play, A Piece of My Dream. Now we have here Gregory Hudson, who is the writer. He's the stage manager. You even told me you're the bus driver also, and you are the lead in the play, the lead man. You are Sunshine in the play. Why do you think it's important that you bring this play so that we can see it today, 1992?
Okay, there's a couple of reasons why this play is very important, and one of the reasons I brought it out. But before that, I just want to say that this play is actually based on a true story, and it took place around the end of the 80s, 88, 89. And I thought it was very important to write this play because it's the epitome of the dual standards that this society has. One set of rules for the blacks or African American, another set of rules for the white or non-black. This is a prime example of an individual black man who has served his country, put his life on the line, very respectable, and he comes home to pursue his dream, which was to one day open this movie theater. And he's purchased the building. All he needs is the money to secure the equipment. Prior to him coming to the bank, there was a gentleman there who was not even from the country. He was given a loan with no problem, but he was not a black man. And here's Sunshine. He has everything that he needs, good paying job, and he cannot get a loan. So I think all of us need to take a very close look at this and understand that although we don't have the physical chains around our ankles and necks, they still have that economic chain around our neck, and we can't fool ourselves into thinking that now that maybe we've gone to college, got an education, we have a good job, that everything has changed. Nothing has really changed. So that was one of the major reasons why I wrote this play.
Do you think the timing is so important right now with the, for instance, the Rodney King situation that has heightened the awareness of racism in the U.S.?
Well, I think that this play is going to be timeless because there's always going to be racism, regardless. It's here to stay. And right now, it's just, at one time there was a stigma that racism only existed in the Deep South. The Rodney King incident just shows you that it's everywhere. It's not just in the South. They're burning crosses out here in Long Island, as Charlotte was telling me. Many of the people that we look to, the doctors, the lawyers, and as in this play, the banker, he's a head Klansman. But we're still of that mind frame where we're looking for the Klansman to be walking around in a white sheet. And it's the same guy that may be filling a cavity in your mouth. That same guy that you want to apply for that loan. The same guy that sells you that car. So this is a timeless play.
White collar racists.
Absolutely.
Charlotte Mays, you are the producer of this play, and this is a first for you. You have acted, you have sang, you have danced. Now you are producing.
Yes.
How has it been so far for you?
It's been very exciting. I'm enjoying every moment of it. All times it get rough, but other than that, it's very excited about tomorrow. So I'm a little nervous, I guess you see.
No, you produced this play. You wanted to be a success. You wanted the right people to be involved in the play. How was it like going around to ensure that you have the right people?
Well, tomorrow, what we have done, we've invited our mayor of New York, and his wife is invited. I don't know if they're going to show or not, but what he did do.
They'll show.
Well, the mayor, what he did do, he called, and he's going to try our Dr. Allah Abdub, I think he's a prominent person in the black community. He's supposed to come. There's Miss Edie Hall. She's a regional director of NAACP. They're flying in from Maryland. Quite a few people are coming in. Name drop.
This is a play about racism.
Yes.
A play about white racism against blacks.
Exactly.
All right. And now, how has the support in the black community been like to the play?
I had very good response. A lot of churches, you know, they've been working hard at selling tickets, you know, calling about, talking about the play. They're very excited about it, looking forward to come. I think we did quite a bit of response, not just only the black community, just whites as well, very interested in. When you say color, word we use now, I believe, is of color, because color, we come in all colors, put it that way. So it's not just the blacks, it's of color people that's responded very well. And I'm looking forward tomorrow to see all of them, hopefully.
Yes, Gregory.
Yeah, and also on that note, a lot of people are under the misperception that black people will not support black theater. But we haven't found that true at all.
No.
And this play, it also goes to show that every white person that you see is not necessarily a racist. I mean, this play has a lot of different levels, and it shows a lot of different angles. You have people who just believe in living and not worrying about what your color is. You have those who, the play shows that you're not really born a racist. And it's not just about racism, it's also about family. Sunshine, yeah, it's about love. It's about the family. It's about support. And most of our plays or movies or whatever tend to show the negative side, the action, the guns, the violence, the cursing. And this play just when a young African American says, "Hey, I want to run for president," and in the past, the parents would say, "You must be out of your mind." And this play, Sunshine says, "I want to open that movie theater." The parents are from the old school, have no idea what he's talking about, where he's going to get this money, but they say, "Fine, if you want to do it, we don't have any money, but we're behind you with all the support and love."
After all, Jesse tried.
Right, absolutely. So that's one of the different aspects of this play also. So it's not just a play. When you come, you're going to be bombarded with racism, black man here, nigger there. You're going to see some very funny things in there.
It's a comic, comic drama. It's you laugh, it's sad, it's a variety of things. It's a fantastic play. Fantastic.
With a very deep message.
Yeah, very much.
I was looking at a little bit of it before we started the interview, and I'd like to ask you this question. You wrote the play, and you know, listening to the actual lyrics of the written piece, it's a fantabulous job. Now, I've looked at you there, standing in front of the guy, the KKK guy. The gun is at your head. He's an actual white guy. Now, going through the process of rehearsing for the play, does it sometimes dawn on you as a black man standing there in front of that, you know, hey, is this man?
Well, I make sure that there are no bullets in the gun before I give him the gun. Just kidding, Peter, Ivan. No, one thing I have to say about the cast there, this is a very mixed cast, and the Klansman was portrayed by Ivan Bourdin, who we were looking at earlier, but now it's being played by another gentleman by the name of Peter Taxier. And these guys are very fine actors, and one of the reservations you have about casting people when you're doing a show of this magnitude with a very heavy message is that how the person is going to react. But they proved to be very professional and saying, "Hey, this is a piece of work. It's not an insulting piece of work. It's not an assault on my character. It's a play about a situation that happened," and they handle it quite well. They're very excited about it. And you know, to bring the realism out of the play, you have to go and you have to cast a white person as a Klansman. The banker is a white person. There's his wife there, who is a fantastic actress, Jada Carroll, and Robert Kernan, who plays the banker. They're all fantastic, and those are basically the white characters, actors who is in the show. And the black actors and actresses, you have Jesse Lawrence, who is just seen everywhere. It just seems like if there's a film in New York, he has to be in it. Malcolm X, Boomerang, and then your brother Frank, Bowman. If there's a camera or something goes on, they have to find it. And you have same thing with Jerry Sneed, who plays Sweetness, the love interest in the play, to break some of the tension.
Okay, so the play is on tomorrow. It's at the Black Spectrum Theater. It's A Piece of My Dream, Poor Penny production. And you know, when you say poor, you tend to think of black, but that's the reason why he put poor in a poor penny production. Maybe that's just another message. But there is hope, don't worry now. It's great entertainment with a heavy message. Support A Piece of My Dream. Support blacks, support the struggle, and keep the struggle up, but keep the smile on your face too. Lady and gentlemen, it was nice having you on CultureShare, and I wish you all the success.
And it's nice being on there. And I just also want to say about the producer here, Charlotte has turned 16 years old. She's like a kid in a candy store again, and she's doing a fantastic job.
Thank you, Greg.
Thank you once again.